What is good? What's going on, everyone? It's your boy Pat Bernard alongside the man, the myth, the legend, my man Mitch Gankowski. What's going on, bud? If you guys want to call
What?
Mitch, fine.
Yeah. I was waiting for that. I was waiting for that. But I'm ready. Like this game came down to the wire. Exactly what I thought was gonna happen. Under 100 points. So there's another thing. How this was a very defensive game, and how Maxi stepped up when it mattered the most. So yeah, beautiful
Yeah,
game.
absolutely. I'm going to agree with you more. So, Joe Hal checking is, hey, what's up, everyone? Barry Green said, funny game to watch. Absolutely. Great win. Yes, yes. We had all those things. And right off the bat, I want to get into the player of the game. There's no hiding of it. You want to go Tyrese Maxey for a guy who stepped up in a major way. And again, that first quarter was all him. You know, the pullback jumpers, whether it was from the perimeter or inside the paint, the way he was cutting to the rim, there was nothing that Miami Heat defense could do about it to try to slow him down. I mean, he pretty much did whatever he wanted. Again, double for him tonight with 10 assists. I mean, he was really finding guys in transition, finding guys on the in spacing. He did a phenomenal job tonight, and especially you want to talk about in spacing. How about those pullbacks where he was just cooking guys, even in double coverages? I saw they had a tough time trying to guard him, and it was something of the other. So, I mean, let's talk a little bit more about Maxi. What was your take on him, Mitch?
Just how he just took over the game when he needed to, especially in that first quarter, like you said. I think he had like 10 points out of the 14 again or something. Just being able to lead, being able to be the number one option again when Joel Embiid is out. That's exactly what we get to see year after year. His progression is coming to unfold. I freaking love it, man. I love it from Maxi. Great game.
Yeah, Barry Green checking in as Maxi Oubre, Lowry all stood out. I couldn't agree anymore. Lowry was clutch in the fourth quarter, 3 out of 5 from three, which is huge. Kelly Oubre was getting 11 rebounds, and then Barry also checking as Oubre with 5 blocks. Yeah, and we're going to talk, and there's going to be a lot of Kelly Oubre love coming in as expected. Another guy who had a phenomenal game, but again. I'm not going to ignore the elephant in the room. No Tobias. Um, is it better for this team? I mean, because the way this way that this offense is constructed, I mean, again, this is one of the better teams in the league, a team that's pretty much right in front of you in the standings, and you took one from them. And I get it; they don't have no Jimmy buckets, and I get all that, but still, you have Terry Rozier, uh, El Depot. I mean, they still got some guys who can shoot the rock, and the 76ers hung in with them.
Yeah,
You know?
especially like I said in my pregame earlier, Bam Adebayo was gonna have a field day today. There was no way we could stop him. The guy had like 30 points and 10 boards or something like that. Like Bam is the top five center in this league. There was no way we were gonna stop him. We had to outshoot him, and in the fourth quarter, especially with Kyle Lowry hitting those big threes, that helped us getting over the hump.
Yeah, absolutely. My man Joey Woods from the Steel South checking in. Is Covington ever going to play again? I think my man is got permanent PTO time. I think he's. I don't. I can't trust the 76ers medical staff from one second to another. They're gonna say you have a cold and you're out for your cold to them is 7 months in advance or something. I
Yeah.
mean, it's just not working. Barry Green checking is Kelly will be the Toby replacement, more than likely. Joe Howe checking is Maxi is the Sixers MVP. Definitely. Yeah, I don't know. It's funny you say that because during these dark times, you gotta give it. You gotta not. I mean, you probably have to get the Maxi, but I mean, boy, is Kelly Oubre being right there. I'm sorry, I'm skipping around a little bit. Although Bamba had been disappointment, he had some moments in this game. He did. He did. I know you're not the biggest Mo Bamba fan there, Mitch. You do have to show a little Mo Bamba love, right?
He had some decent minutes out there, and they just showed us the standings. We're now in the sixth seed. So the Sixers are in the 6th seed right now in the standings, which is pretty huge. They got out of the play-in right now. So love it.
Yeah. And that's what he was disappointing. He made some boneheaded plays, but he had a nice couple threes. Um, had a nice steal, and the one play he made to Kelly Oubre where he was down low, make that nice little short, that's nice little cut pass where Kelly Oubre goes up for the alley oop. I mean, I liked all that. So Joey Wood said Covington's body is just what you need for the playoffs. He's a lockdown guy. Yes, he definitely is. We know he's good for his defense. Angry Anthony goes Sixers win. Yeah, way to point at the obvious there, genius. Um, Mamba has one good game, one good play every 7 bad ones. Yes, it takes 1 week for him to come up with a decent, half decent game. Very good observation, Steve. Angry Anthony says, "Hey guys." Uh, Tony Green says, "Let's go." There's a lot of Greens that check into this show. Uh, Barry Green saying, "What happened to Nick Batum 3-point shooting?" Yeah, his 3-point shooting was not crisp as it was supposed to be tonight. But you know what? Listen, it's just one of those games. But 9 times out of 10, he's pretty crisp, especially from the corner. Nick Batum's usually solid from there. Angry Anthony goes, "Oh, he's just laughing because I didn't watch the game." Andre Miller had an amazing assist tonight. Dollar Bear tonight.
The Dallenberg. What?
Yes. I think Joey's watching Sixers from 2009, and Ty Green, Kelly Oubre stepped up tonight, and then he goes. Cousin T says how that Rob can make a bigger difference than normal given the walking a wounded state of the team. Yeah, there wasn't, and Todd Green just points out the obvious. Yes. Obama still stinks. So anyway, a lot of thanks, and plus everyone who's checking in, we definitely appreciate it. But let's get into Kelly Oubre. Again, just way to be under the rim, getting boards offensively, defensively. Just being, making some huge plays right there, cutting to the basket. And every time he does, he's really aggressive. I mean, he don't care triple coverages. I mean, he gets right up in there and makes huge plays. What's your take right there, Mitch?
Kelly Oubre, especially defensively, has becoming a guy that we need, especially an athletic guy going down for blocks. Exactly what we needed. Kelly Oubre just being aggressive throughout the entire game and still going to the rim. Even though he took 6 shots from 3, only made 2 of them, I just want him to attack the rim. His finishing ability is incredible. I love it. Just keep on having him attack the rim.
Ricky Council the Fourth says, no, Barrett Green says Ricky Council the Fourth has disappeared out of the rotation. Yeah, that's once a couple more guys got healthier. That was pretty much about it. I thought I would see a little bit more of Ricky Council, especially with no Toby being in that lineup. But listen, you can't hurt. You know what I mean? You can't hurt what's working. So, Anchoring Anthony saying, "What was the score?" All you need to know is the Sixers won there, Chubb. 98-91. So that was your final score of the night there, Angry Ant. So, Mamba swallows and chugs. Yes. Michael Papernick says, "Good win for the Sixers." Todd Greeno is also saying, "Is Oubre better than Tobias at this point?" Yes.
Without a question, yes.
He's more consistent.
Oubre's more athletic.
Yeah. He's more athletic. He's under the paint. He's grabbing boards. He's like you have like a good Toby game. Like you get 2 out of the week. It's like a Toby game. That's at best. Like Kelly Oubre has been consistent, even though they've been losing for like the last straight week. But again, he's averaging over 20 something points a game. Like Kelly Oubre is the better option. He doesn't have much of a 3-point, but he gets a lot of boards. He gets baskets. He cuts to the net again. He gets the alley oops that you want. he's a perfect fit for this team. Way better fit. Barry Green, I'll give you this one, Mitch. Why haven't we seen Tyrone Smith not getting any minutes?
I've been asking myself that same exact question for months now. I have no clue. It's just something with Nick Nurse. He doesn't see Turquavion. He's not his guy apparently. So it's a shame. It really is. I love Turquavion. He has that confidence to shoot from three, especially when we need. But Nick Nurse doesn't see him that way. I don't know.
And you're right because they showed like the little highlight on the sidelines from Saturday's game. Like he was really excited about Kyle Lowry's game from Saturday. Like he's happy that he's got his guy, um and that was a lot of questioning from the Sixer fans. Is that how they know Nick Nurse? The knock on him is that he stays with that starting rotation long enough where he barely goes to that bench, and he's only picking a few guys off of there. So and he could go to a Terquavion Smith. But again, if he starts outshining the Tobias Harris of the world, it's gonna hurt that guy's uh, play. And I don't know if the 76ers front office wants that right now because he's definitely, we all can see, Tobias is very like a ninth option right now coming off this, on this team as far as the scoring. So Tarquan Smith is better off when big players are out there. Tough to be 165 and slash 170 in the NBA, a buck 75, a buck 70 in the NBA. Yeah, that's Oubre is a better rebounder, shot blocker, more aggressive into the hoop than Tobias. Yeah, totally agree with Barry. Todd Green say Kyle Lowry is finally knocking some of the rust off of the 38-year-old. Just time for the playoffs. Yeah, and listen, we could talk about a little bit about Kyle Lowry, but listen, how about your take on Kelly Oubre there, Mitch?
Kelly Oubre or Kyle Lowry?
No, I want to get in Kyle Lowry just a little bit, but what was your like? What was some of the big takes that you took away from his game tonight?
His big takes, just attacking to the rim and just being energetic in his athleticism. That is the big take I get from Kelly Oubre. And the fact that he's in a starting lineup again, getting those points, just being aggressive, just being that force we need while
Hmm.
Tobias is out. But Oubre is better than Tobias, so I'm just going to throw that out there. I love it, man. I love his game. We're definitely keeping him this offseason, without a doubt.
Yeah, I totally agree. Like I said, I love what the 76ers are doing with him. Um, I was not up in arms about when they first signed him. I want to see what he could bring to the table. Again, I was going to this is Nick Nurse's year one tour, so uh, I was going to see how Morley would fix what the kind of tools he needed, and this was the perfect tool for this team. So you got to be happy with what you saw so far. And again, he's averaging 20 plus points a game, so you have to be happy with that. Now, let's talk about that Kyle Lowry. Lowry just again the play of the night with him when he dives into my man Matt Cord, and violation of my man Matt Cord for not even putting down the microphone, not even trying to. He kind of like pushed him away and not even trying to save him from going over that table. But I thought he did overall again clutch. It's just leadership. If there's anyone you could look towards on that floor as to be your leader, why the big man's not around and someone to answer the bell, that's your guy. That's your guy. Homegrown kid again. Someone that whole locker room looks up to. It'd be Kyle Lowry right now.
Nope.
And
Kyle
and I
Lowry
plus
is.
okay.
Nope. You're good. You're good.
No,
Keep going.
no, and I don't know if it helped that it had AI in the house. So I don't know if if an AI sighting or maybe an AI pep talk prior to the game actually helped it.
Yeah. So with Kyle Lowry, he's just a plain out winner, bro. He knows how to win in crunch time. He knows how to get the players involved. He knows when to shoot the three. He's just the Mamba mentality he's got and how to win a game in crunch time. exactly what we needed, and I'm glad that we have him over Patrick Beverly. But to be honest here,
Yes,
Patrick Beverly would
preach,
not have made that much of an impact.
preach, and I get like a lot of people were sad to see him go. I thought the Sixers made the better choice right there. Kyle Lowry with three pointers, as it was mentioned earlier in the show, 16 points. I mean, like you said, solid, but he was a silent assassin tonight, and he played a, like I said, huge role, just stepping up when the team again making some daring plays, again going for that loose ball that went over the table. They made that terrific dive again, just you're fighting for your playoff minute lives here, and this is it's kind of you're up against the wall. This team knows about the schedule that lies ahead. You're going to go on the West Coast swing. It's going to be very tough, and it started tonight with that Miami Heat team. So, and again, I get it. There was no Jimmy Butler, but still, this team's without their best player in the entire league. So, and this
Yeah,
team is fighting. They're itching and crawling to get into the playoffs or trying to get out of that playoff round.
and shout out to my guy Barry Green in the chat. Kyle Lowry has much better basketball IQ than Patrick Beverly. Only thing Patrick Beverly can do right now is just like get angry and yell at the refs. That's basically what Beverly does. He does not
Yes.
contribute, and when time matters, he has been stepping up, but it's mostly been Lowry stepping up the most.
Yes, and drinking beer out of a shoe. So Mitch, Star Wars checking his Mitch Philly halftime show hit the 700. Subscribe again. Oh, look at
Okay.
you. That's funny that you're throwing the weight issue on the out there on Twitter on Smith. The same thing was said about Isaiah Joe. Good point.
Yeah.
Angry Anthony said, "How did Harris do besides trying to play like Korkmaz?" Yeah, the thing is, that's all he does. He's a bench warmer now. No, I don't know. It's if guys are showing like better responses than with him on the floor. Yeah, yeah. This was a good win for the 76ers. You got like we saw Steve saying that's how some of these coaches think. Uh,
N-
he goes, Barry goes, the answer was very also in the site. Yes, we mentioned that. Uh, is that as true? Marcus Morris signed with the 76ers again?
The
I
Marcus
didn't,
Morris
I
is
didn't.
on the Cavs on a 10-day contract.
Come on, Angry
So
Ant.
he's back in he's in Cleveland.
I don't even know why I clicked it. Uh, Kyle Lowry, much higher basketball IQ than Patrick Beverly. Totally agree with you. Oh, there goes my guy. There he is. B-ball Paul, 8 boards. Yes, sir. There he is. There he is. Oh, my man Nick's got a new nickname for Paul Reed. He calls him the Terminator. Uh, to, Ty Green, Tobias knows his fate is sealed at this point. Woohoo! Halftime was hype. Yeah, you know
Yeah.
what? I think we need to owe it to somebody else though. How about some Buddy Hield in that second half?
Yeah.
Buddy Hield was very sharp. You know, I mean, he again made some like, nice aggressive plays. Again, he made that one 3-pointer. It was more like a from like the announcer's booth. It was pretty sick. I mean, he dropped it. Um, and again, he only had 2 threes in the night, and then it was just all in the paint work, all in the paint. You know, so cousin Steve saying, and it would kill them. It would kill him in close games when the other teams could just stop. AI was easily the last few possessions, unfortunately. Oh yeah. And then he goes, Patrick was great when he was here, but the game on the line, I'd rather have Lowry 7 days to Sunday. Yeah, I think that's a good point there. I don't think Mook is eligible to come back this year. Uh, and then Angering goes, Mitch needs a stash.
I just got it saved like what last week.
I don't know what Angry's obsession is with dudes with stashes around here. Very weird. I'm not gonna lie. I want the free cage. Uh, oh, K Jones. Let's go.
Ty Jones. Yeah, Nick
Ye-
Nurse came out and said that he will only play in the G League that he won't be up here until his 10-day contract is up. So I don't know if we're gonna get Kai Jones. I don't know. Hey, maybe things can change. I don't know.
Let me ask you though, the only part that worried me, like, if I was going to knock on this team, is the defense. Like, there were some of
Yeah.
the parts, and like there were some stretches they were on. And the 76ers they were up like by 15, and then they let this Heat team just kind of like hang around, and like part of it is they were having turnover problems, but they came back and got some W's. I mean they got the W. That's the most important thing. Philly halftime saying, "What's up, everyone? What's up, Philly?" So,
Yeah.
and then halftime has a stash. What's with stashes around here? But anyway, Mitch, let's get right into it. Let's get right into our player of the game.
Yep. Let's do it.
Let's do it, buddy. All right, Mitch, I gotta give it to you, buddy. Who is your player of the game?
Ah, you know what? I'm gonna give you Maxie. I'm gonna give my shout out to Kyle Lowry here, just for the fact that he nailed the big threes and he helped us to win in the fourth quarter when it happened the most. Kyle Lowry finished with 16 points, one assist, but he just managed to hit it when it matters, needs the most. So give me
Okay.
Kyle Lowry. I'll give you the
Okay.
layup.
You gave me a layup. I'm gonna have to go Tyrese Maxey, player of the game. Again, I'm just gonna get right to it again. Terrific all-round game. First through fourth quarters. I mean, he was a juggernaut. I mean, again, his pullback threes, his pullback jumpers, the way getting spacing. Again, the assist, double tonight. He had a terrific game. I loved everything he brought in today's game. I mean, again, you took down one of the better teams in the league. Just a solid performance from Tyrese Maxey. Got to give it to him. So again, looked very good. And oh boy, this is where things go wrong. Let's get in some of these comments already. Um, Todd Green saying, "How many more days until Joel Embiid comes back? Did we gain in the standings?" Yes, we did. Todd. We did gain in the standings. We are now the seventh seed, and right now Miami's in the 16th. So we are still facing
No,
that
we're in the
play-in tournament.
sixth. We're in the sixth.
Are you sure? I got the seventh here. I'll double
It's
check,
six
but
here on my phone.
you got the six.
Yeah,
I got
we're
on.
half a game. We're half a game above Indiana because they lost. So we're a
Okay.
half game above Indiana, and we're a game ahead of Miami. So Miami's 8, Indiana's 7, we're 6.
Now listen, we just have to bury the hatchet, take it one game at a time. And like the 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 contact commentator said, just worry about what's in front of you. Don't worry about the long haul. Just one game at a time. Take your opponent not lightly. Just focus on them. So yes, sir. Halftime. Who rang the bell? Who? Anthony. Who cares?
Who really cares?
Uh, we could care less. You know, halftime. What happened? Barry Green goes, Maxey was tired in the fourth, made some errors, passed in the fourth, made some great game closer than it had to be. Yeah, but I mean, still, I mean, I hear he had some bad turnovers there, Barry, but still, I mean, the positives outweigh the negatives in this one. I liked what I saw. Philly halftime says the best game I've seen from Obama play. Yes, I totally agree. Then he'll be invisible for the next 8. Thank you, Anger Anthony. This might be the smartest thing you've said in your entire life. Uh, I'm just messing with you, buddy. My player of the game was Kelly Oubre. And a lot of people are going to get some Uber loving, and as they should. But let's get into grades of the game. Now let's get into that bad boy as I cue it up.
Won't you give me sweetness and light for my restless mind? Please give me a way to escape this world gone astray. You could give me a little peace of mind in these troubled times.
All right. The grades of the game. I'm going to say I'll go B plus. I'll say B plus for the game. Again, like mentioned, there was a couple times during the game, a couple stretches that the 76ers were on. They let this Miami Heat team come back around and hang around. Um, But at the end of the day, the 76ers stepped up. Multiple guys stepped up on this team. Obama had an okay game. You had obviously Tyrese. You had Kelly Oubre, like we've mentioned. Buddy had a second better half, and the list goes on. You have to give this team of their dues. So I'll give it a B plus. How about you, Mitch?
I'm gonna go with the B, just for the fact how Miami took over in the beginning of the fourth quarter. The fourth quarter, they were running full court press up and down the court. We had no answer. They would just keep on climbing back, climbing back. They tied the game, and then they took the lead a little bit, and then we came back and won. Just for that reason, I'm gonna give it a B.
Okay. You say B. All right, I like it. So we're kind of the same canoe here. Barry
Yeah.
checking in goes, could you imagine Oubre and Kai Jones out there at the same time? Something I want to see. And then of course, Hanger Anthony has to rip on me some more. He goes, it could be worse. Pat, you wearing that black and orange striped shirt on Sunday. I thought it was for a green. Pat say, between you, my broadcast partner Mike Laro, need to get your eyeballs checked. It's green and orange. I wore it for St. Patty's Day, but apparently you guys with your horse eyes couldn't figure out I was wearing an orange. And you, I could understand because you're probably watching it from home. But I was sitting right next to Mike, but he's got or horse eyes. I couldn't even say it right. He's got horse eyes. I mean, Jesus. I mean, I was sitting right next to the guy, green and orange, green and orange. This guy's thinking I got flower colors on. What a dope. But anyway, let's go around the league a little bit. So let's talk about the NBA in general, as I like to do. So let's dive into it. Mitch, I'm going to give this to you. Timberwolves and the Jazz. Timberwolves right now in the middle of the third or towards the end of the third right now, the Timberwolves up on the Jazz 76-71. The Knicks just getting things started up 27-17, up 10 on the Warriors. Things are just getting started between the Grizzlies and the Kings. Tight game, 28-27 Kings. 10:30 games start tonight between the Lakers and the Hawks. Of course, the games that came to an end, the Cavs took one over the Pacers, 108-103. You had the Celtics take the dub from the Detroit Pistons 119-94. The Bulls took a win 110-107 over the Trailblazers, and the 76ers again 98-91. Huge win for the 76ers. Good confidence booster. So again, now this is 2 wins in a row.
Yeah.
2 wins in a row for the 76ers. It's listen, I get it. That's why I like playing these bottom feeder teams because people go, oh, that doesn't matter. But you get to work on things. You get to have a chance to have some momentum. And then when you play a team like Miami, a team was sitting right in front of you in the standings, you kind of thumped them a little bit. And you really can't use injuries for an excuse because we know what we're dealing with. If there's any team in the NBA who's been dealing with the injury bug, it's the 10-9-8 76ers. All right. So Barry says if NB comes back 100% healthy, several games before the NBA, before the playoffs, I like our chances. Dude, I like our chances with a 75% Joel Embiid. He'll be on minutes restriction. He'll get some playing time. His talent alone, that's why it makes everyone around him better. Again, he's all the triple coverages he's going to take gives so much more guys opportunity to score. All the spacing, all the flooring that these guys are going to get will it be so much more better. I mean, just so much more. So much more. But guys, we're getting ready to wrap up the show. Guys, Mitch, what's your next project, my man? Where can people find you?
So you can find me on YouTube at Mitch Toxie, Twitter Mitch Toxie, and Instagram. I just got my own Instagram for my YouTube, Philly Talk with MKYT. That's where I'm
Yep.
working most off right now. And then tomorrow, Sixers Alert at 4:30, and I'm streaming March Madness. So that is starting up Howard versus Wagner. Both 16 seeds at 6:40 tomorrow. So yeah, you can find me there.
Okay. And guys, right here, Pat Bernard, you guys can find me right there on X, Pat from Ambler. Guys, hit me up. I'll love to chat with you guys. And of course, guys, what do I got coming up next? I got so many projects here on the Edge of Philly Sports. That's right. Coming up Thursday, I got the Flyers post-game show. I've also got the Attack and Third soccer show. So I have so many more projects coming up here. I got uh, plus I got all the Sixers way post-game shows because I know they're going to be extremely late night. And since I don't care about my job, I'm going to be up with you guys. So you guys can catch me with that. And of course, PM and AM first thing Sunday mornings at 9 a.m. Oh, of course, if you guys are heading down to the Wells Fargo Center for the Wings game, the Wings got themselves a dub. So if you guys want to see me hang out with me a little bit, come on down. I'll hang out with you guys. But for me, Mitch, let's run this back Wednesday. See you guys. Have a good one. We are out of here. Da, da, da.